Hey guys, I'm going to be doing a review on the BTC Spectre MOSFET. Now I did do a video on the Chimera MOSFET that I have in my ICSM4, but this is the Spectre MOSFET, which is arguably a little bit better. And this is actually the Bluetooth one, so you can download an app on your Android or your Apple product. I'm sure you could do it with like an iPad or obviously an iPhone, and then probably like an Android tablet. I'm sure you could use one of those too. So it's on the inside of my brother's gun. My brother purchased it. He sent me $100 and something to pay for shipping and such, because they were $100 on BTC's website, and I ordered it right at 10 when it came out. So just on time, and I'll tell you, man, it is freaking awesome. So I put it inside of this for him. It's upgraded, pretty highly upgraded. I'm not going to go over the externals. I have videos on this gun. I'm going to go ahead and go over the internals list, and then we'll shoot it, and I'll kind of give you an idea of the performance and such before we shoot it. And I'll also go over the app and how the app works. So, hop-up wise, it uses a Pro 1 hop-up with a Lonex 50-degree bucking and a steel inner barrel. It's a 6.03. It's shooting about 380 to 390 FPS with 0.2s, so you could use this at a Assault Airsoft, so I'm probably going to use it there. Some indoor fields will allow like 400, Assault Airsoft's 380, so this will be allowed there because I've known some people that have gone shooting like 395 at the indoor field, and sometimes the rest will allow it because I remember the one, it was a girl, and she was using an LCT AK that was shooting 395. I never got shot by her, and she seemed to be more experienced than some of the other females that I've seen playing. No hate on those females that play Airsoft, but she probably had played a few times, but she wasn't like super amazing or anything. And it was a stock gun, you know what I mean? Like for a gun with a BTC MOSFET, you can shoot super quick. That's when you run into issues if you're shooting hot. But again, about 380 FPS right there, because it chronos mid 330s to like 340 with the 2.5. So should be, I'll chrono it again, but it should be right at 380 with a 0.2. Because the spring has finally broken in on this gun. Now, internal list, it is using I have a Chowli arm in here, a 22 TPA arm with ZCI magnets and Chowli brushes, and a SRC shiny can, just a random pinion gear, SHS 13 or 12-to-1 gears in here, with a Spectre chip that I just put on there. Excuse me, tired. Again, a Spectre chip, short stroke by 1 tooth. We have a Matrix M115 spring. We have an SRC spring guide, which is stock. It's kind of poopy, but whatever. We have a random piston head, and then we have a super shooter piston body. It's black, and then there is a deep fire titanium steel teeth in there. The rack I slid into the super shooter housing, the actual body of the piston, so it's plastic piston with a titanium steel rack that's in there, and it's holding up pretty nicely. AOE corrected with Sorbo, stock cylinder head. It's just a random stock one. Plastic O-ring nozzle, SHS tappet, stock tappet spring. Again, there's the Spectre chip in there. I think it's a VFC Spectre chip. We have an Angel custom straight trigger, the BTC MOSFET, of course, and I think that's it. I don't think I'm missing anything else. Again, in a GMP body. The GMP is actually a Colt body, so these are actually pretty dang expensive. He does have a dust cover here, but it fell off. I'll go ahead and show you that. It's a Punisher, actually, which is cool. It's on both sides. And obviously there's a ZCI Keymod rail, PTS grip, crane stock, holographic, Noveski outer barrel, a flash hider with a QD suppressor. So, yeah, just went over that real quick. So, also the gearbox shell is ICS. Now, what's good about these Spectre MOSFETs is when you take these stocks off, that was the stock. You take the battery, and as you can see, slides right on in there, straight down in there. There's no MOSFET board inside of the buffer tube here. Okay, what that means is basically you can use stick LiPos with no issues fitting inside of your gun. No issues. And that's perfect because this stock is poopy. It's a GMP stock. And yeah, good luck fitting a battery in there. So It's perfect that it's the Spectre without the MOSFET board and the buffer tube. Otherwise, he would have had to gotten a new stock. Like with my ICSM4, with my Spectre, or my Chimera with the Chimera board, I had to use a PTW crane stock and because the PTW crane stock fits these stick lipos in the crane stock tube. But that one would not have. He'd have to get nunchuck lipos, and even that would be annoying to put them in there. So, it came Dean's, but it comes with a Dean's to Tamiya adapter if you want to use Tamiya, which I don't see why you would. It's kind of cringy. I think that's it. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the app. When you open the app, in order to change programs, the gun has to be plugged in. And there obviously, you press search, it'll find this BTC Spectre. It takes a while to load. You have to have Bluetooth on, obviously, and then it's connecting, and then it pulls it up, and you have to change the settings quickly. I have semi on semi. I have 20 milliseconds pre-cocking on semi. Full auto is just nothing. I have pre-cocking disabled on full auto, so it's cycle completion. So the spring is fully forward, so my brother can reset the spring by doing a burst on full. Motor braking is medium. I did that just to put less wear on the motor. Medium's where you would like to have it. Mine is on high. I have to have mine on high. Excuse me. Because if I have it on medium, it overspins. Because I have pre-cocking set for quite a bit and it overspins. But with the active braking on high, it stops perfectly. And the trigger response on that thing is incredible. And this thing's on medium, and the trigger response is really good. So there's I think there's medium, low, medium, and high, I think. I don't know. Let me check real quick. Yeah, minimum, medium, maximum, and then there's disabled. So I'm on medium. So I'm basically one setting low from being max, if that makes any sense. And this motor will be able to hold up to this no problem. No problem. Again, it shoots about 330 with a .25, so right at about 380, 390 with the 2. This is an awesome gun. This, is very versatile, so it could be used at 2 out of the 3 indoor fields in my state. FPS-wise, it's legal. And then outdoors, 380, you're still getting some range out of it. So, at least that's how it is with my ICSM4 and this one too. You can get range out of it. In my opinion, I've had guns shoot pretty hard in the past. Honestly, and I'm sure you guys have seen Novrich's videos and other sniper cam videos where those guys' guns shoot 550 or something FPS, and people still don't call their hits sometimes. People still shrug their hits or sometimes don't feel it. So in my opinion, it's better. It's more of an advantage to have your gun shooting fast. On semi-automatic, this thing is, the trigger response is insane, and you can just shoot people multiple times. And in my opinion, that is what gets people to call it. Not shooting hard. So 20 FPS, if this thing was shooting right at 400, which would be an outdoor limit, it's not worth it, honestly. Having it at 380 allows you to use it at indoor and outdoor. So you can use it everywhere, but you still have that incredible trigger response on this thing. So I'm going to stop talking. I'm just using a 15 to 25C LiPo. They're Turnigy. That's what my brother uses. This one's mine. His is charging. He does have 2 of them, though. I have 2 of them for my M4, too. Angel custom trigger, if I didn't already say, and the trigger pull is incredibly short, and the safety still works. That's the trigger pull. Again, I have 20 milliseconds pre-cocking, and that's what it sounds like. It's loud because it has a pretty heavy spring. An M1 15 short stroke by 1 tooth, pretty loud. It does have sorbo in it, but the gearbox shell should be able to handle it. It's ICS. There's no micro crack on it, but hoping for the best on that. Okay, so let's just go ahead and shoot it out the window. I have .25 loaded up here. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and put my light on here. My brother does have his own light. I'm not sure exactly where he mounts it, though. But I'll just put mine on here so I can see. It shoots a good 200 feet. Alright, let's go ahead and shoot it. turn up a little bit. So up, down is up with the pro in. Okay. Down is up. Okay, let's shoot it quick. So that's on semi. It's very quick. On full auto, I'm not going to even shoot full auto right now. On full auto, it's honestly just, it's 23 rounds a second. It's not impressive on full auto. On semi-automatic is where these BTC MOSFETs really do shine, because on full auto is more the gears and the motor and stuff like that, whereas with semi-automatic, it's all thanks to the BTC MOSFET really and the programming capabilities. Okay, raw ammo. There's always one BB that stays in those. That was a magazine that my brother owns. He has never cleaned these magazines ever. I've cleaned every single one of mine. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and load mine up. I'm going to load mine with, actually I'll load his with .2s. Actually, I'll just load mine. His will feed fine with 2s, which I think he plans on using 2 5s, and he gets the occasional skip. But with he's going to be planning on using high caps, mainly. And he's got 3 high caps. And those feed with 2s and 2 5s. So this is almost a full mag of .2s. So the feeding should be a little bit better. I shouldn't have a single skip. But skips aren't bad, as long as you don't have to take the mag out and reinsert it. A few skips here and there isn't a big deal. Okay, so that's pretty much as quick as I'm going to be able to fire it on semi-automatic. Again, semi-auto. I shoot it like this, so I'm not barring my finger. That's just incredibly quick. Let's try a little burst of full. Okay, so a little over 20 seconds, about 23, 24. Shoots so far. It's so consistent too, even when you shoot it quick. Now when you shoot quick like this, you're gonna have to put your body into it. You kind of pull it against your shoulder and you just shoot as quick as you can, really. And I do that. I want to play outdoors. I really want to go play outdoors. I haven't been to outdoor field in a while because I really want to do that outdoors. Because indoors, it's just like, I don't want to overshoot people like that. But outdoors, if somebody's 100 and 150 feet away and I just spam like that, you know, no issues. Okay. That one fed through the whole thing. Every single BB. So, that was with a mag that I took apart, stretched the spring, and cleaned. And I've done that twice this year with those mags. Okay, so there you go. That is the performance with the Spectre BTC MOSFET. Couldn't ask for more trigger response, better performance. It's just could not ask for more. Again, it is my brother's, but I'm more tech savvy, so I'm very tech savvy. He's not really, but I mean, when he picks his gun up and he shoots it, he knows, like, this thing is just incredible. So, he knows that much. But if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Can't do it. It's semi-auto. Just kidding. That was full.